Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Tequila Talks, your friend Tequila Bay. After a very long night of tequila tasting episodes and different work that we've been doing, we're gonna finish it off with Tequila Lalo, a fairly new tequila for me. I know I've seen videos about it, but we're just gonna go ahead and segue from our last video of Tequila Don Julio from Don Julio Gonzalez into the third generation Lalo Tequila, the grandson of Don Julio, the son of Lalo Gonzalez, and just to continue to elevate the history of the Gonzalez family and to talk a little bit about Tequila Lalo, a Blanco Tequila. So something unique about this brand and the product, they're only making a Blanco Tequila. Unlike his grandfather, Don Julio, which believed that reposado tequila was the essence of tequila, Lalo Tequila, they focus on the essence of the Blanco. They have an intention to produce a tequila that's 100% additive free. The only raw material is water, yeast, and agave, and they're producing what they like to call the best Blanco Tequila on the market. So let's go ahead and, without further ado, let's go ahead and be the judge of this great Lalo Tequila. Perfect. So, we've been having a lot of fun tonight, and over the course of now almost over a year that Alex and I have been working on this project of Tequila Talks. So to give you a little bit of background of why I do Tequila Talks, why I love tequila. So I own El Patron Tequileria in downtown Akron. I own a restaurant where we focus on tequila culture. We focus on the beautiful aspect of food and beverage pairing. So my passion and my desire to be professionally trained, to be cultured with tequila, is so that I can deliver these same experiences and these same components to all of the guests that walk through El Patron. Now, if I think about kind of the big picture, my dream and my vision is to eventually own my own tequila brand and to be able to curate my own process and to influence my own aspects in the tequila making world. But ultimately, when it comes to like the brick and mortar restaurants that I want to develop and that want to continue to work on, I want to be able to provide that experience of tequila firsthand. So a lot of my friends that come into El Patron, they come in to see me, they come in to get the experience, they come in to get that story that I like to talk and that I like to paint with tequila. Our previous guest, China, who's from the Sisterly Collective, she told me, like, Luis, you paint a story. And I think that's what makes me very passionate about tequila drinking, is the fact that I have a creative outlet. I have the ability to paint the story when I talk about these components of tequila, when I talk about the art, when I talk about the flavors. And then now we level it up and we raise the bar and we're pairing these flavors with traditional Mexican cuisine. So I'm very passionate about it. I'm very grateful. And like Lalo Tequila, I want to continue my father's legacy in hospitality. So a little bit about this tequila. Like I said, additive free. It gets steam roasted for about 20 to 32 hours, rested for another 18. They use proprietary yeast. And again, they are trying to produce the essence of the Blanco Tequila. And on the nose, very grassy, very herbaceous, very agave, very pepper, all the right components that you want to smell in a good Blanco. Slight citrus. Again, we're not reinventing, we're not recreating. You don't want complexity in a Blanco. You want those core elements in what you are nosing and eventually what you're tasting. Salud. Ooh. It's extremely peppery and agave and grass forward. I think it has to have a little bit more of a mature approach or a mature description. It's mineral, it's spicy. But again, I think that's what, again, we don't want to notice that smoothness or that vanilla-ness or that avocante-ness, the additiveness in the tequila. So the reason why I always say that abocantes are important in bridging these gaps from non-traditional drinkers to traditional drinkers is that we can bridge that gap. We can bring a non-traditional drinker of tequila. We can entice them with that component of, wow, this tequila is smooth, or wow, this tequila has these components. But then we educate them and we train them on what makes an actual tequila taste like tequila. Let's see if it develops a little bit different as it breathes a little bit more. I'm noticing a little bit more herbaceousness, more of that agave on that second sip, but right off that rip, that first sip was extremely peppery, mineral, spicy, which I do tend to enjoy. It was kind of like, I got kind of taken aback a little bit because I did expect a little bit more citrus. Extremely smooth. Some hints of cinnamon. Complex. Complex in the sense of that minerality. But again, it checks off all those boxes. The core of the agave, the core of the herbaceousness, the mineral notes, the spice, the pepper, the raw component of that agave. I think Lalo Tequila, if you see it on the shelf, go ahead and pick this up. We're at a point now where, like, when you go to the liquor store, you're looking through tequila products, you have thousands of products in your face. I think at this point, you have to stick to what you like. You have to stick to what your roots are. If you really enjoy your favorite celebrity's tequila, or you really enjoy the terroir, or you really enjoy the additive free, that's your way to express your experience with tequila and experience with agave. So I think I encourage all different aspects, but for me, the approach of that traditional, that rustic, that masculine, that very complex spirit and very agave forward spirit is definitely right up my alley of preference. So when guests come into El Patron and they're asking for Terramana, or they're asking for Casamigos, or they're asking for Lobos, you know, your main celebrity tequilas, I always, invite them, and we always experience those tequilas. But then that gives me the opportunity to have the conversation of, like, this is a good tequila. It might not taste like tequila, so let me show you something that's tried and true. Let me give you a little bit of a history lesson. Let me tell you why tequila is so important, why tequila is so rich, why I'm so passionate, and so that I can build that experience with my guests. So restaurants, hospitality, that level of experience, that level of knowledge is what separates El Patron Tequileria in downtown Akron. That's what separates us apart. And I look forward to hosting you, not only in Akron, but moving into the future. I look forward to having restaurants all over the United States, hopefully one day all over the world, so that I can continue my passion of Tequila Talks in action, in person, and then continue Tequila Talks here with you guys on YouTube. So without further ado, I think I've had enough tequila tonight. I'm gonna get ready to call it a night, relax, go to bed, have a big weekend ahead of us. So thank you for being here. Now, on our next episodes of Tequila Talks, we will go back to our cocktail series. We're beginning to enter the fall season here in Northeast Ohio, in the Midwest. The leaves are changing, the temperature's changing. So I really want to be able to share with you guys what would be an excellent fall cocktail. We have the apple spice margarita, and then we have the extrañejo Manhattan that's warm, that's complex. So look forward to seeing that on the next episodes of Tequila Talks. Go ahead, leave us a comment, like, subscribe to the channel. Find me on TikTok, find me on Instagram, Tequila Bay Official. Saludcita, muchas gracias. And like always, shoot your shot and sip tequila. Salud.